So just over a year ago, I started playing Fortnite again, and here's a couple things that I find to be very important that I wish I would have learned 1 year ago. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so to start off, things I wish I would have learned earlier is diagonal box fighting. And what I mean by that is, if you have your opponent's box, you want to set up completely diagonal from them. You don't want to do a frontal attack like this because you have a high chance of getting pieced up. You can counteract all that, but they just have a right hand peek and it just doesn't really work out. The best way is diagonal box fighting, and it's basically bread and butter for any type of box fighting. The reason for that is because you always get a proper right hand peek on your opponent. Because let's say if they make a classic peanut butter edit, what that would look like for them is something like this. You can actually get a full-on shot on them if you're all the way in this corner here. Because if you're out here, you'll still get shot. Here, I'll show you what that means. So see, you can barely see right over there, but you actually cannot see right in that corner. So it's a little bit of a trick, and you can always catch some opponents lacking. That's one of my favorite things ever. And yeah, it's just, you always get this brilliant right-hand peek, and there's just really not much risk to it. You always playing safe. You can even attack from this side here. It's still considered diagonal box fighting. You know, you set up your box. You know, this guy jumps, you shoot him. You know, window edit. You know, right here you might be able to steal a piece. You know, the whole shebang. I just really love it, and that's something I wish I'd have learned earlier. So the second thing I wish I'd have learned a lot sooner is scroll wheel reset, also known as edit resetting. It's very important, and you don't need just a keyboard and mouse. There are ways for controller, and it's very simple. The premise behind it is you want to reveal yourself to your opponent with whatever piece, could literally be any piece, and then you want to reset instantly. What this will cause your opponent to do is maybe think they have an opportunity at you, shoot, and you have the upper hand. And you can go for a pump, you can go for a piece, you can even go for a pre-fire and shoot right back. There's so many options with it. It's perfect. And it can be done with a floor, you know, a cone, you reset, you can even do it with a ramp, you know, anything. Wall, literally anything. So in this clip you can see us use it in a build fight. Catches this guy totally off guard. If we slow it down, what I do is I pokeball him, I edit it open, reset, he shoots the build, and we shoot him in the face. It's very simple. The third thing I wish I would have learned a lot sooner is the power of the window edit. A lot of people kind of underlook this. They do a lot of peanut buttering, you know, you can get really fancy with it, wide opens, you know, even doors, but the power of the window is insane. It's just the perfect right-hand peek on your opponent, no matter where they are. And in fact, you get 3 options of it, and they're so simple. It's just a tile edit. So here's a clip of me using the window edit, and then also here's a clip of an opponent not using the right-hand peek of a window properly. As you can see, he gets shot. So the fourth and probably the most important lesson in my opinion is aim, and how you can never train it enough. Everything in Fortnite has aim in it, whether you're shooting an opponent, editing, building, or even looting. Everything has aim incorporated in it. And some of the best ways I find to train my aim is free building, shooting Kovacs, or shooting in-game targets, or even playing Martov's Turtle Wars. It's one of my favorite maps recently, and it's good. It's a good warm-up, and it sharpens your aim like a tack. Some of the clips you're seeing are from there, and I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. So the fifth and final, but definitely not least tip, is VOD reviewing. It's so important. I've been doing it a lot recently, and it is incredible. It's as simple as watching your game back and seeing the good and the bad of each of your games. It's incredible because you get to see yourself and the games that you play in a way that you can't while you're live in them. And something about it just kind of, you get to see your nuances of things that you do bad, things that you do really good, your strengths, your weaknesses, and it kind of just reduces your mistakes and then increases your strengths. It's incredible. And yeah, that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed this, let me know. It's something different. I haven't really done this before. It's just like, I don't know. It's just kind of a video to my old self a year ago. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.